And are you a druid?
I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm indicating to the man who hasn't yet introduced himself.
Yes, I am a druid.
I thought you might be. I don't suppose y'all have seen too many people who look like me, have you?
Could you describe your character, please?
Oh, I am a. You might see the picture of him. I am clearly an elf, but almost like there's bits of tree growing as though they're like part of my hair or part of my skin. Um, I just look go at this moment. I look pretty ghostly white, but with just tree-like features coming off of me, like eye sockets without pupils, and I mean the closest thing is an elf that would be pretty typical.
Okay.
I'm an Eladrin. Uh, we take an appearance um, from seasons. Um, Mine changes quite often.
Okay, so normally it's based on the season, but we're in the middle of spring and you look like winter.
I wouldn't say it's quite based on the season so much, but I would say that it is unusual for it, it is it can be commonly seen amongst us that follow the season. Others of us tend to stay as a season that suits us best. Um, Most of our younger ones, we change often. I am sort of just growing out of that habit.
Okay. Interesting. Excuse me, sir. Are you sick by chance? You look deathly white.
Oh, I was. Exp- no, this is kind of just how I look today. I'm afraid you might not recognize me tomorrow. My appearance changes to match the season. Well, in real, we the the members of my race, we often change in accordance with the seasons. Some of us, like myself, don't always fit in with what's going on around us.
I was going to say you change with the seasons, but it does not seem to be winter around here. Is this something you
Yeah.
do often?
Uh, yes. It's unusual for someone of my age to do so often, so rapidly, so randomly. Um, but um, it's normal for us to change. Um,
You say someone of your age. How old are you, sir?
can't rightly be sure, but they believe me to have reached the coming of age where it is time for me to set out, and yet this hasn't really settled down for me. This is a little bit personal.
My bad, sir.
It's
I didn't
it's
mean to
quite
push.
okay.
Just because the seasons have come up, it is the 4th day of the second 10-day of the month of Kythorn, which is mid-spring.
Okay. So it is strange that he's the middle of winter in the middle of spring.
Out of character,
Sure.
I'm still figuring out what's going on with me, but yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
We're going with that. Most of us kind of like go with the seasons, and some of us stay put, and I'd say the youth um, kind of balance with their emotions.
A question for God, real quick.
Yep.
So you say that I'm traveling to Neverwinter. Do I have anyone in the wagon with me,
You're
or am I
traveling
just
from. You
or
are
traveling to Phaladin?
alone.
I'm
I
alone.
believe the block of text I sent you tells you where.
Yes, it tells me where I'm going and who I'm going to, but it says that I'm escorting a wagon, so I didn't know if that meant that I was like a guard or just.
Yeah. So
driving
the
it.
adventure hook, as written, so as discussed before, the first 5 chapters of this book are a revamped version of The Lost Mine of Phandelver, which was released back in 2014. It's kind of why it needed a revamping. And so that adventure hook was at the time the only adventure hook. It was supposed to be the entire party escorting the wagon. However, nobody else in this party has that same adventure hook. So now they are assisting you in escorting it simply because you make a fine road companion. But this is a lone job.
Okay, so I'm doing it by myself, and I don't know their motives per se, if they're robbing me or just fellow travelers.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. So the tree man and I have talked, but the other two are being strangely quiet. Are they here?
I'm here.
Okay. You're the sheep, yes.
Oh, I'm not a sheep. I'm
Well,
You're the sheep icon, yes.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the round meal is for Tonic to be using for the time being, until he makes a token. It is just a
Okay.
placeholder.
Shit, that sucks. Fix up my equipment and shit.
Wait. You
Yes.
see me kind of staring at the what are they, ox?
Oxen, yeah.
Yeah. You see me kind of staring at the oxen, kind of like they're familiar to me.
Excuse me, sir. Is there something wrong? You seem to be staring at the oxen pulling my wagon.
These oxen just feel quite familiar to me, like I once knew them.
Well, I can assure you that you did not, sir. These oxen came from Neverwinter.
You were saying we were all coming from Winter, weren't you? Weren't you, Six?
Yeah, everybody has come from Neverwinter, generally speaking, in the sense that, like, that's how you end up on this road.
Okay.
This is the road heading from Neverwinter to, or well, I guess some people could be from the city further south, Leylon or whatnot, but the Tribor Trail, which you are all now on, is diverted from the high road. So this trail goes to Phandalin or the town of Connieberry, but you are all specifically on the portion that just goes to Phandalin.
Oh, okay. So we're headed south.
You are currently headed south. The road has wines in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the map.
Yep. Well, I was saying it has wines in it so as to justify why your general path of
Yes.
travel being
Yeah,
south
that's
is
fine.
currently east.
With that, we are all quite close to Phandalin. How far out are we?
You are
It says,
expecting to be there by the end of the day.
yeah, because we're like less than 10 miles away.
It's probably like 9, 10 a.m. at this point. You're expected, or it's probably like 1, 2 in the afternoon. You're expected to be there. You're expecting to be there around supper time.
Okay.
And just for generalization of in the setting, saying like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., the NPCs will not know what that means. As most poor people don't have clocks. So
Yeah, we'll just be talking about like day or night or morning or evening or
mid
something.
morning, high noon, stuff like that. If there's a tower that has bells that toll on the hour, people might refer to how many bell tolls happen. So I'll meet you after 7 bells.
Okay.
Be an expression.
Yeah.
7 bells. Is this a port city we're going to?
Bells? As in like bells in a church tower?
Oh, I guess I thought that was just a Navy thing.
No.
Never mind.
No, Phandolin's in the foothills of the Sword Mountains. Yarnold, could you describe your character, please?
I am a tiefling.
Oh, so y'all are both tiefling.
Quite your average tiefling. The Blackhorns, I'm still quite new to the second session.
Oh, you're fine.
Everyone starts somewhere.
Got
But
black horns, nice black hair.
I'll ask what you doing heading this way? Meeting some people or what?
I'm on the search for some answers.
Oh, to what questions?
Don't know.
Hmm.
Not quite
Trying to
yet.
find yourself? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, could say that.
In a way, I'd say so am I. I've got a point of direction I'm looking. Some people I want to meet. Hopefully, I'll find some direction from there. But this is sort of me setting off on my own, trying to figure it out. Come back home a little bit richer than I left is the long-term goal, but shouldn't be too hard. I could probably come back richer if I just took a day job. But I'd really more prefer to see if I could earn away with my art than
You
with my hands.
you say you're looking for yourself. I'm looking for someone else personally. Have you seen a strange woman with dark hair and a hood that she wears over most of her features?
I may have given you the impression that I'm, well, I do try and talk to people, but people who, keep hoods and keep to themselves, it's a bit more challenging. And I kind of look back at the tiefling with a hood.
Understandable, sir. I was simply wondering if you had any information. Your character is male, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Is Tonic here, or? I assume not. All right.
Oh, I was muted. Hello, I'm
Oh,
here.
hello. Could you describe your character for us?
You did earlier.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Saren Nightshade, a tiefling of enigmatic allure, possesses obsidian skin with a subtle iridescent
That's right.
sheen. Yes.
I'm sorry. And you are male as well, I assume?
You can't tell.
I can't tell. Okay. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing traveling this way?
A whisper guided me this way.
A whisper, you said. Do you know who it was from?
I pull up my sleeve and show a raven branding or tattoo
that be like the Raven Queen? Is that her icon, or?
Do you
I'm
know?
not sure. Saren doesn't know, but out of character, yes.
Your bird taught you to travel this way. Are
It
you
was for-
okay, sir?
It was for a company at the Mark.
Oh,
I don't
Hmm.
know its origins.
Interesting. Okay. Well, thank you, sir, for showing us your tattoo from this strange whisperer.
how out of place are we, Cephas? Is it quite common for lizard folks to be traveling these roads? I imagine. Well, I don't know actually regarding Eladrin. I imagine Tiefling are relatively commonplace, but could you give us a sense of just how out of place we are?
This is certainly a motley crew that's certainly confusing to general passerby, but not unheard of. It would be, I guess, similar to like if you went to a small town in rural Ohio and there was just like a Congolese immigrant, a French immigrant, a Korean immigrant, and somebody from Indonesia, like all sitting together, hanging out, and like recently immigrated, where it's like, yeah, there's no reason you can't be here. This is just not somewhere I was expecting to find you.
Right. Yeah. I
Uh,
wasn't
Also,
trying to make any
if
implications. Just
yeah,
trying to
no, I
figure out
know.
if it's an appropriate question to be like, so what's a lizard man like you doing in a place like this?
Yeah, nobody here is inherently supposed to be here. I guess tieflings would be one of the more well-traveled groups,
lizard
or
folk
more
would be
widespread.
looked at strange, I'd assume, since most are savages, or
Yeah.
at least perceived as savages by the rest of the world.
So how'd you let me know if this is too personal, but how did you find yourself with this tasking?
Well, an old friend of mine needed a little bit of help, so I figured I'd lend a hand, and the money certainly doesn't hurt. Knows I could use it. I've spent a small fortune trying to find someone.
Oh, this woman you asked after.
Yes, yes.
Did she wrong you or something?
No, nothing like that. Just I have unfinished business with her that I intend to complete. Unfortunately for me, she's rather elusive.
You know that sounds ominous, right?
Oh, nothing like that, sure. I assure you. I simply wish to meet her again. Why are
So
you headed this way, sir? Other than you're looking
motive.
for this group.
Well, it's sort of time to get out of the house and make something of myself, and I figured I knew just the kind of people I wanted to associate with, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if they'll have me along, and if they will, maybe I'll be able to help another person who found themselves in my position before they were prepared to take care of themselves.
That
Pay it
is
forward.
rather admirable, sir. These
I think it's the
harpers,
bare
you say,
minimum.
do they do this often?
I don't know. I wasn't really, not really privy to their doings. I've only ever heard good things, except, well, I've only ever believed the good things I heard about them. Let me put it that way. Um, there are some naysayers, as it were. Some people who would curse a god and then wish them to give them money in the same breath. Who would talk ill of them, but I can't think of anybody honest and steadfast who has spoken ill of them, and I'd like to think that I could achieve that same goal, to always be spoken of with a respect for my deeds.
I sense that you admire them greatly. Is there any reason you're searching for them in Phandalin? Surely you'd have better luck somewhere along the ocean where they would have more ability to get places with speed using boats instead of carts.
Well, I hear there's stuff to do in Phandalin. I hear that their 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 goals are to be advanced in Phandalin, and so I think the best way to sort of get my in would be to go where they're most looking to get something done and find myself having done it for them. At least that's the
Interesting.
idea. I don't honestly know too much of what I'm doing. I've been pretty decent with people. I can kind of make myself understood and do so with some bit of tact. But it does seem to me like a good plan to find out, the present your friend wants before you gift it to them.
Understandable, understandable. I'm not one big on history myself. Do you know anything about Phandalin? You seem to speak of it as if it holds promise to you. I'm only coming here because I have a job that leads me here.
Uh, Perhaps I was a little short-sighted on this, but again, I believe the Harpers have interest in Phandalin, and they've been, um, they're not exactly the best kept secret of secret societies, but um, the way you phrased it earlier did confuse me a bit, because I'd say they're about as intriguing as our uh, obsidian-skinned tiefling back there. Um, so I would think that it wouldn't be a boring place we are going.
As I said, I know very little about the city. I just assumed that it was some rinky-dink town from things that I've heard from others on my way. Just
Well,
people tend to look down on Phandalin in my circles, at least.
well, I don't know enough about it to tell you you're wrong. I just know that I expect to find something interesting when I arrive.
Understandable, understandable. And you with the dark hood, why are you searching Phandalin for this raven or bird or whatever it is?
Sir. I felt a pull this way. I'm trying to find myself.
And do you think that Phandalin holds the answers for you?
It's my only lead as of now.
Interesting.
As you guys continue down the road, just double check this real.
God, is that you?
It is. And I'm sorry, but I have troubling news.
Uh-oh.
As ahead of you, you see uh 2 horses
No.
aimlessly wandering on the road.
I wonder why there are wild horses out here. Surely we're close enough to the city that those must be someone's.
I'm. Would I be able to maybe roll insight to see if these are somebody's belongings or if they are in fact wild?
You can let me see with the proper text box.
That would probably be no.
Yeah.
That would be insight, not animal handling.
No, it'd be perception. Well, it could be a number of things. So here is that text would technically Tommy. Anyway, you've been on the Tribor Trail for about half a day and are nearing a side road leading south toward Phandalin. Nope, you guys are already on it.
Yep.
As you come around this bend, you stumble upon the scene of a recent battle. The woods press close to the trail here with a steep embankment and dense thickets on either side. Two horses wander the road, sniffing at ransacked personal effects. Yeah, you could see they have saddles and whatnot, but there's no sign of their riders other than the personal effects and the existence of the horses themselves.
Whoa! I stop the oxen on my wagon and halt in the middle of the road, as my character is worried about the potential of being robbed at such a scene.
I would like to attempt. Are the horses calm right now?
They might look a little on edge, but they don't look that skittish. They seem fairly calm.
I
I
would
say
like.
to them,
Go ahead.
I say to the party, how far away are we from the horses?
This map, each grid is 5 feet. There is a measuring tool built into
Roughly
Roll20.
60 feet away.
Yep.
So kind of far away.
It's not that far. It's
60 feet's what, like 12 seconds to move?
12-second jog.
And then
D&D system.
Wouldn't the oxen move faster?
Not if I have them stopped.
Well, true. If you
Yeah.
were to push them forward.
I don't think it really matters because we're not in a
they're also carrying a
combat scene
cart.
currently. Yeah, and we're not currently in combat, so we don't have turn-based or anything. You can just approach them.
Yeah, I would.
So those are trees on either side of our path, right? I'm gonna look into the trees and see if I see an ambusher. Of
Michael.
Shit, I got impatient 2 minutes early. Damn it. Michael, I need a token, and I need you to move as quickly as you can.
I am.
You're driving? Cool. Then you're just listening. Anyway, never mind. Continue as we go on.
I said to the party, I'm gonna go see if I can go talk to those horses.
Okay, I would move cautiously.
Sir. Do you often talk to animals?
Yes, I do.
What I was gonna answer to you, Spades, about the bushes and the embankments is it's like a 5-foot embankment with just small bushes and brush at the sides.
So I can't get the oxen up it, but any of us could easily climb it.
Correct. Is anybody going forward with?
My concern is just looking for people
yes,
by snipers.
My character is also on edge, so I'd like to roll for perception to investigate the surrounding areas.
Yeah. Anybody who wants to can roll a perception check.
I would like to use my speak with animals.
I got a 14 on perception, Joe.
14 and 10. You guys don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
16.
Speak with animals. I'm assuming you would like to ritual cast that instead of burning a spell slot, correct?
Sure.
Ritual casting just means you can take extra time casting the spell and not burn a spell slot. Basically, are you patient enough to wait?
Yeah, it doesn't work well in battle, but...
Well, it can work in battle.
Yeah.
It costs a spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Joe, I don't know if only certain spells can be cast as a ritual. I don't know if Speak with Animals is one of them.
It is. I'm looking at his character sheet. Thank you, though.
Quiet round meal.
I just wanted to make you look.
Yeah, no, I've DM'd before now. I'm good.
Like once before, like that one time. Picking on you.
But I am going to need everybody to roll initiative as
Lovely.
um
I rolled a 4.
Same. Wow, that's a nat 1.
I got a nat 2.
I got 8.
By the way,
yeah,
What
I've
are these tokens?
you are very quiet, Michael. These are goblins of the green variety. They're
Gobos.
here for Spider-Man.
Yelling to a trillion. Sorry, Spider-Man's not here.
Yes, they
Bring me pictures of Spider-Man.
everybody roll initiative.
Yes. Did
I
the
rolled
Gobos roll
18.
initiative?
The goblins rolled initiative earlier today.
Oh, fun.
We
yeah.
got the green goblin, the orange
Session
goblin, the blue goblin, and the red goblin.
Yes, those markers are there for ease of
For you.
yeah. Well, and for you guys to tell me which goblin
Yes.
you're targeting easier. Tommy, what did you roll on initiative?
4.
4, got it.
Yeah.
Spades,
He rolled a natty 1.
4 as well.
Actually,
Yeah, I
hate
don't
that,
think
yeah.
you can nat fail initiative, but I did my best.
You can
Critical fail on initiative. Just
Tonic,
don't get
what
to
did you
join the battle.
Second roll of the
16.
game, I'm already rolling above average.
16 was from who?
Tommy.
Saren.
Or
Okay.
Saren.
Yep. And then what'd you get, Walnut?
8.
8. Got it. The goblins act first, and all of you are surprised as none of you saw them ahead of time.
Sweet. I love rolling 14s on perception.
So with that,
Yeah.
goblin stat block. Oh, I have to be on the correct layer now because I
I
changed
actually
what layer
hate that
they're on.
character sheet.
It's gonna move here, here.
Joe, can I swim in the dirt?
I don't know what benefit that gives you, so no.
Oh,
Oh, why would you be able to swim in the dirt?
I don't know. I get somewhat extra speed for swimming.
The orange and red goblins are going to make their attacks straight up. They're not going to try and hide or anything.
Oh yeah, can we see the blue or green goblins yet?
Yes, all the goblins are currently visible. They
Well, all the goblins
may or may
we
not
see are
start taking
currently
hide
visible.
actions depending on how things go. They do get 2 free rounds, so I'm not going to have them being fully scummy yet. Does a shoot? Where was this? A 14 hit you, Walnut?
Yes.
Okay, which means
Ugh.
the 23 also hits.
Ugh.
The 23 would hit anyways.
Yeah. So that is doing that right. Oh yikes! That's not great for Walnut.
Is he dead?
He is unconscious.
Lovely. So we just see 2 goblins. What weapons did they use against him?
They used short bows.
2 goblins appear on the side of the road and just shot him while he
They
was
they
talking
did
to the horses.
10 damage total, which is Walnut's total HP. And then blue and green are going to fire on the person manning the wagon.
Oh, great.
Incredibly, 2 nat 1s
Yes.
do not land. So that is the goblin's first turn.
Wait, with a critical failure, do they shoot each other?
No,
That's unfortunate.
I don't play that kind of crit failure. Here.
Joe, as for dismounting the wagon, how much movement is that going to cost? And do you allow to attack on diagonals?
You can attack on diagonals because a diagonal is still 5 feet.
Okay.
Disembarking the wagon is 5 feet of movement.
And is the
it
banks
is-
considered rough terrain?
Banks are rough terrain.
So that's going to be double movement.
Yeah, red and orange fire on you again. Now that's the second round of initiative. Does a 9 hit?
No.
21.
Yes.
That will be 6 points of damage.
Oh, okay. I may die.
It is, yeah. It's level 1. Six as blue draws in. 5. Green is going to make a short sword attack against the bard. Does a 14 hit?
14 matches, so I assume yes.
Yes. For 6 points of damage.
Oh, I thought armor class 1 when it matched.
I think I always goes
I
to
goes
the
to the
roller.
attacker.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Roller
Meet
specifically.
to beat. Yeah.
Because if you get an exact number on your saving throw, you meet it. You succeed.
That is the goblins. It is now
Unconscious boy.
Hold on.
Aaron's turn.
Can somebody do you have to be proficient with shields in order to carry one?
You don't, but it will impose disadvantage on, I think, athletics and dexterity based checks.
I am proficient with shields.
It does result in problems.
Well, as long as you're not using, but I do use dex. I'll have to figure out what the consequences of that are later. Do I have any sort of sense of what kind of character, shit, I didn't catch his name. The Obsidian, or, well, Saren, like,
Yeah.
what kind of dude is he? Like, what class do I have it? Sonic, would I get any kind of sense of your class? Sonic?
Maybe AFK.
I was muted again. If you knew what the Raven was.
That would be an
thought it might be a
Arcana roll.
Raven. I thought it might be a thing of the Raven Queen. So, like, I don't know if you might be a paladin to the Raven Queen or.
It is Saren's turn in the initiative order, so this is a great opportunity through practice to find out.
I regret to inform you, when creating the character, I didn't manage to get any physical weapons.
Lovely. Okay.
If you
Fair,
click
I'm
over
doing
to your
the same exact thing right now.
yeah, if you click over to your inventory, you should see an option for starting
Yes.
equipment or gold. Just select starting equipment, and it will give you a bunch of options to pick through.
I saw that.
Yep.
And I clicked gold.
Also,
Oh no!
you don't pick gold. Pick starting equipment.
You get gold to start anyway.
In there, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense with my backstory.
To not have anything while you're traveling a somewhat dangerous road.
An outcasted bastard noble.
Yeah,
a noble might flee with like a dagger or something.
You do have other offensive capabilities that you could use. I believe you have a cantrip. Caster.
Yeah, I do have Eldritch Blast on the Green Goblin.
Oh, that's a given.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
That might work.
I mean, second.
Yep.
I am
starting equipment is in.
I am so glad that I described my character as with their weapons equipped.
It's a 22.
A 22 will most certainly hit a goblin. Roll damage.
Gobbo.
Damage is 3.
Okay. The goblin looks to be in quite a bit of pain.
Ooh. Now,
Cool. Do you want to use
Oh,
any
this-
movement? And do you have a bonus? I don't know that you have any bonus actions right now.
I have
Oh.
Hexblade's Curse once per short rest.
Yeah, if
One
you want to
creature
use
can
that,
see
you
within
can.
30 feet. I don't think. Is the blue one looking hurt?
The green one is the only one that has taken damage.
Okay. Oh, it's also only if I attack it, so I'm going to save that for now and use my movement. I assume difficult terrain would cut my movement down.
It cuts your movement in
the-
half during that. Well, it doesn't cut your movement in half. It costs twice as much movement to move through tiles that are difficult terrain. So it costs 10 feet of movement to go 5 feet when it's difficult.
Roughly there is a total of 15 feet.
so
Yeah,
that
so you
costs
should
20
have
feet.
another. Yeah, that costs 20. You have another 10 feet if you would like.
I'm only going to move the 5 feet up.
Do enemies get disadvantage when attacking from difficult terrain, Joe?
No.
Okay, so if they're like sitting on the hillside, it doesn't matter. They just have to use 10 feet to get off the hillside.
Correct. Walnut is unconscious, but in this combat, you do not need to roll death saving throws. He is stable.
Okay.
Good.
Yep. Very specifically because it's the first combat of the campaign.
And we're all gonna die.
I'll take care of Walnut.
It is
What do you mean?
We can change that.
You know what I'm
Rihan
to take care of?
and Turav, you guys rolled the same initiative. You guys can act in any order you want because you are party
doesn't-
members. It doesn't matter on the turn. There is no specific defined rules for what happens when people share initiative. It is
I
DM
just-
interpretation.
I just thought that he went first because he had a higher initiative bonus because he's a +3 and I'm a +2.
Some
That's how
people
some
do that.
DMs roll it.
I
Some
think you
DMs
can go
would-
first. I'm fine with going
I'd like
last.
to go ahead anyways, so I will go ahead and kick things off with a bang. I'm gonna phase step.
Okay.
So I
Oh.
will use my winter phase step, and I get to say one creature that you can see within 5 feet of you before you teleport must succeed a Wisdom saving throw DC 14 or be frightened of me until the end of next turn. Of the end of my next turn? Oh, damn, I thought that lasted a lot longer.
The end of your next turn is long enough because frightened means that they get disadvantage when attacking you and they cannot willingly move closer to
They
you.
get disadvantage on like everybody.
No,
It-
they get disadvantage of attacking when you're in sight.
Yeah,
Yes.
as long as I'm inside, they have disadvantage.
Green fails.
So,
So he
looks
is
like I
frightened.
yes, so he's frightened. I go 30 feet. We should
You-
mark this shit.
You might want to stand between him and someone else so that he can't move towards anyone else.
Well,
There.
I'm after. I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
What's his face right now?
Is Michael still here? No, Michael left probably because he got back to. There he is. You on your
Hello,
computer now?
Michael.
I don't know how long of a drive you had.
I am. Need to open my character sheet.
You want to help us?
Well, I'm not in at the.
Yeah.
I'm not in combat at the moment, am I?
And I
You could-
will.
You are
You
not.
could wander
So I
in.
guess-
Yeah. So, here's what I'll say, Michael. You can continue to listen because technically your character sheet still isn't quite finished. If you would like to join the combat, there is a potential that more enemies will arrive. The amount will be based off of how the combat is currently going for the party when you show up.
Okay,
So
cool.
we get
I'll finish
reinforcements,
off my
but so do
character sheet
they.
here.
Yeah. So for the time being, you are not in combat. Finish up. How do you get the experimental UI for Roll20?
In settings.
It's in settings.
On Roll20. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're experimenting with a new interface, Spades, that includes in the measurement tool the option to have your measurements stick around when you are done with them. So I'm not currently using measurement just because I know you just mentioned it'd be nice if it could stick around. There is a way
Yeah,
to do that now.
Yeah, you just have to turn it off or turn it on in the settings in the top right of Roll20.
Well, I think I just figured it out by right-clicking at the end, or shift right-clicking, and that seemed to have it stick here until I grabbed. Huh. Actually, yeah, it's
Cool.
sticking around now. It's not until I fuck with the
I
measurement.
guess there was a keybind that we just never knew about. Anyway,
Yeah.
what else are you doing?
I'm casting Cure Wounds on, what do we call them? Walnut?
Oh shoot!
Yep. Cool. Roll for health.
You have 7 HP.
Oh, that's nice. Is he conscious?
He would have to be, right?
He is now conscious. Yes.
Okay.
Still prone.
Yes.
Your total health should be 7 right now, not 8, Yarnold. You did take a full 10 damage your first turn.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Because if I set it to 0, it goes.
It goes to
saving
death
throws.
saving. Yeah, but you could still be stable with death saving throws.
You just succeed. You mark your 3 successes and you're stable at 0, I think, right?
I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You could also just ignore the fact that it says death saving throws and not track them at the time.
Just press
Anyway,
F.
action, bonus action. You have movement, I guess.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't actually wind up figuring out my spells, so I'm kind of on the fly seeing if any of these things are.
Yeah.
Useful.
I am a bard, so I have something to do with my bonus action.
Oh,
Oh, well,
yeah.
your bonus action was your Misty Step.
Oh, it is a bonus action. Damn it.
Yes, which the only reason I'm not commenting on using 2 leveled spells in a turn is because of the fact that the Misty Step is a racial feature. If you choose to cast it with a
We got big
because
it's not
fungus.
actually Misty Step, it's Fey Step.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
As far
It's
as
like
yeah,
from my understanding of the rules, I'm clear on that. I just
yeah.
remember that it was a bonus action. Fuck. Yeah. So I moved and bonus actioned and actioned, so I'm tapped out. At
Okay.
3 health
I'm
remaining.
good to join whenever, Joe.
Okay.
We got a big chungus.
We're about to get to the top of the order after Tommy goes, so then you can
Yes.
show up
Okay.
All
after
right.
that.
Joe, blood curse, is that considered a action or bonus action?
What does it describe itself as? I am currently uploading
You can
Big
invoke-
Chungus.
Before it affects the target, you can choose to amplify your curse and amplified.
It should be listed
CR.
as
No,
an action or a bonus action. Somewhere.
as a bonus action, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So that is what it is.
All right. So you said it takes 5 feet just to dismount. So moving there is 15 feet.
The 5 feet of dismounting is also a lateral 5 feet because
Oh,
diagonals
okay.
are
So it is
50.
just 10 feet.
So it is normal movement. Yep.
Okay.
Michael, your token is not there right now. I just need to put it somewhere on the board for you to have control of it.
Yep, all good.
We got a big chungus hiding in the bushes. My character is going to move 10 feet to not there. My character is going to move 10 feet to there so that they're not flanked. And I am going to use my 2 short swords.
Mhm.
I'm going to swing with dominant hand first. And if I use secondary hand, it counts as a bonus action. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to swing with my dominant hand to hit. I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Does it hit?
Sorry. An 11 does not hit.
Okay. As my bonus action, I'm going to use Hungry Jaws to make a bite attack.
Okay.
So
Hell
I
yeah,
rolled a
lizard
hit.
folk.
13.
13 does not hit.
Oh.
No temp
Okay.
HP for you.
I do nothing, I guess.
All right, Michael, roll initiative for me.
Can I move after that?
You've only used 15 feet of movement, correct?
Yes. I've used 10 feet of movement.
Oh, you. Okay. I was gonna say you can't go through the ox, but you can go like that. So yeah, you've used 10. If you do move away, you will
It's
take an attack of
disengaging.
opportunity.
Yeah. All right. I will stay here then.
You send it in roll 20. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, 16.
16. All right.
Top of the order. Well, close.
No,
Oh, all the goblins rolled higher than a 16?
goblins have an 18.
Nice.
Goblins have good decks.
Yeah, but so do I. Unfortunately, it didn't help.
Yeah, so do I. I have a +5 and got a 16 because I rolled an 11.
Yeah, I have a +5 and got a 4.
All right. Attacking. So this will actually be a neutral attack because he's still prone. Attacking from hiding, yellow fires an arrow at Walnut.
He doesn't
And
stand up first?
Walnut hasn't had a
He
chance
hasn't
to
had a
stand.
turn,
Oh, I see.
The target is prone.
Yeah.
which gives him a bonus, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for ranged it does.
Yeah. And Walnut takes 4 points of damage.
Can I ask who's the sheep?
Walnut.
Okay.
And then, I didn't reveal them from the GM layer. That was my apology. This is who just attacked Walnut.
Ah,
And this one is going to attack.
more gobos. Because this battle's going so well for us.
I don't like our chances so far.
We have dealt 3 damage so far, and they've killed a character.
Downed him, yeah.
They've knocked him unconscious.
Does a 12 hit, Spades?
No, it doesn't.
Cool. Okay. You are going to. Where the hell am I going to have you come out from?
Probably the road.
Yeah. Michael, you were camping nearby for the night.
Slept through the
And
first ambush.
he slept through the first ambush. Yep. And you were no, he was further away. He heard you guys pass by the wagon and heard all the noise and has been following at a distance out of curiosity in the tree line. So you know what? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer again. That's why I can't move him. You're gonna move there, Michael, and that's where you're gonna start from. As this scene unfolds in front of you.
Please tell me you were
Use my
metagaming when you built your
bonus
character.
Who, me? Metagame? No, I would never do such a thing. Actually, I wouldn't. That's how
The ditch there is difficult terrain. I don't know if you accounted it. I
Cool.
don't know if you had extra movement in this move.
Yeah, I had an extra 5
Okay.
feet. I was only 25 to get there.
Cool.
So I'm gonna use I'm gonna two-hand my quarterstaff.
Got it.
First. 12.
I love monks.
17.
17 hits.
Cool. Where are my d8s? D8 plus 3 is 8. So 11 points of damage.
Just disappears from existence.
The blue goblin falls.
Do we want corpses?
Yes. How about yes?
If I do this, I can't. I'll use my bonus action to hop there
Okay.
and use one of my uses of that.
Got it.
So I can step over the corpse without any terrain
Correct.
difficulty, yes? Okay. So that's still 10 feet.
Yep. That will make it Saren's turn.
Blast again.
Your mic is barely picking you up,
I
but I
cannot
believe
hear
I
you.
Eldritch Blast.
Is that better?
Yes.
Eldritch Blast,
Yes.
Green Goblin,
Okay, roll to hit.
11
11 total.
total.
Does not hit.
All right, then I'm going to use my movement. Run over this way. And bonus action hide. Or no,
Only
hide is an action.
correct.
And then rogues are okay. Right.
And rogues get cunning actions. Yep.
Yes.
Goblins also get cunning actions.
Goblins do get cunning actions. They have not been using it because their average armor class is higher and their average to hit is about the same.
right.
It looks like.
Hexblade's Curse on the orange one. Curse it for a minute. Against the cursed target, you gain a +2 to damage rolls, score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20, and regain 6 HP if it dies.
Sick.
Nice. Is that just you or all of us?
Just him.
Just him.
Just
Okay,
me.
so
Only I get the bonus, only I score a critical hit, and only I get the HP. Sadly.
seeing him do that, we probably don't want to attack that goblin.
No, if we kill him, he still gets the hit points.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, if it dies, I get the hit points.
That's what I was
Yeah.
asking. Sorry. I didn't word that well.
Walnut, you are
yeah.
conscious, and it is your turn. You are lying on the ground.
Can I make this move?
What'd
You're
you say?
also really quiet. Jesus.
Can I make this move?
It costs half your movement speed to stand up, so you cannot get that far.
Fuck.
So you can only move 15 feet?
He can
Or
only move
10?
15 feet this turn if he stands up.
What if he crawls there?
It's a walking speed,
crawl
not a
through different
crawling speed.
terrains?
So I'm just gonna say he can only get 15 feet.
I think you divide it in half is what I think
Yeah.
it used to be.
I cannot crawl as fast as I can walk, so
My lizard
you
might
crawl
be
through
able
jog
to.
or run.
terrain?
My lizard might be able to crawl as fast as he can walk.
Movement speed is doubled when you're crawling.
Okay, so it is just 15 feet regardless.
Yep.
What about our bipedal druid? Can they, like, if they're in
They're in
animal
wild shape,
form?
they'll have different movement speed.
Okay.
Any wild shape at level 1?
I don't
I
believe so.
doubt it.
Say, looks like someone could use some hit points. That'd be a good way to get started.
What languages can these goblins understand?
Probably goblin,
Common.
I guess. I mean,
Do they speak common?
They do speak common.
They do speak common. Then I'm going to use my cantrip of vicious mockery. And
You stink.
I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs, your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
And that is targeted towards who?
This guy right
Yes.
here.
Orange. Got it. What does he need?
It's what do you mean? What does he need?
What's the save DC?
What's the saving DC? Yeah. Should be listed where the to hit is normally.
if you click
Just
on,
like
to
an ability
hit is
score.
23.
No.
That's not correct.
Vicious mockery. I've got it too.
It'll be a saving throw. But yeah,
wisdom
your
12.
save DC will be different.
It is wisdom 12.
Yeah.
Wisdom
Okay.
12. Cool.
Got it. Let me see something. Okay.
What a 20.
He succeeds.
I succeeded. Did it go?
The goblin succeeds against your spell.
Nice.
I presume you stood up at some point. I never heard you say that.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Well, you might reconsider that or take cover behind the horses because
Yeah,
it
they
seems
have
like
they
we're
have
taking
disadvantage on
range.
shooting you when you're down.
Let's take cover behind
So
the
stay
horses and
down.
stand up.
You're gonna stand up behind the horses.
Yeah,
Got
so
it.
move like here, I guess.
Can you shoot while laying down?
I think it depends on what you're
Um,
shooting because I think maybe a crossbow.
yes.
You can
maybe a
cast
longbow,
spells.
I don't have any
It
ranged
certainly
spells.
depends.
Vicious Mockery was my only range
Well,
item.
Vicious Mockery is a spell, a cantrip. You can fire it off
Yeah.
as many times as you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please, Cat. I have all my dice out. Please, I really want you to be on my desk most of the time. Not right now. That is learning everybody's name. Raihan.
I'm gonna go make tacos. I'll be back, but I have a
Okay.
Whose turn is it now?
It is spades.
Oh,
Okay.
my bad.
Rihan.
Rihan. It's Rion.
Rion.
I might change it so it's a little easier to say that, but yeah, for some reason that did not click. That's who I am yet.
The H is silent. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
So we want Orange dead real bad, right?
Yes, because that'll help out our caster.
Okay, I'll take cover behind the horse and shoot at Orange
Okay.
with my crossbow. Action.
Please don't miss and hit me.
I don't do critical failures like that. So
I was joking.
yeah. Well, it's been mentioned once already as well.
Fucking
Ugh.
8 because
An
spades is
8
rolling.
is not gonna do it. Sorry.
I will well, I say instead, I am going to bardically inspire the lizard man.
Yeah. What does that give me?
I give you a die. You get to use in the next 10 minutes, so definitely after this encounter's over.
You do not have the range for that, as Michael is measuring. It is 60 feet, and you are 70 feet away.
That's unfortunate.
Balls.
You
I
can
just
use
have
it
my
on
measurements hidden.
Fungus or the caster.
I was going to
or
check
the sheep.
the distance, as it
Yeah,
was.
you're just the only one who can see my.
Yeah, there's so many lines on my screen.
I
So many
know.
people are measuring.
Did Tonic take any damage yet?
I have not.
Yeah. There you go.
Tonic's good on damage.
For now.
Actually, I think I'll go ahead and give it to Walnut then.
Okay.
So Walnut,
Three
you get
hit
a little
point sheet.
die to put aside. It's a 1d6. In 10 minutes, you can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So,
Which is the next 60 turns, by the way. So you're or 100 turns. So you're fine.
Yeah, it can be used out of combat.
So if you need to, if you're like 1 or 2 points short on hitting your target or dodging your target, roll that bardic inspiration. You'll likely succeed. But that's my turn, I guess.
All right.
Wizard man.
Yeah. Urav.
1 second. Okay. I'm going to move 5 feet. And I am going to swing with a short sword to hit the green goblin.
Yep.
I roll a 1, so I get a 5. Does a 5 hit, Joe?
5 does not hit.
Lovely.
Counted it as 5.
Yeah, D&D Beyond will always count it as 5. Like, we'll always add it.
Won't set it as.
Yeah. It won't show that it's a crit fail.
I am going to invoke a blood curse on the red goblin. And
Okay.
I am going to use Blood Curse of Binding. So the goblin needs to do a strength saving throw, DC 13, or else their movement is reduced to 0 and they cannot use any reactions.
Does it give a name for a specific condition, or does it literally say movement
It
speed 0,
says
no
their
reaction?
movement speed is 0 and they cannot take reactions until the end of my next turn. If they don't make a 13 strength saving throw.
Just because it's pretty much restrained, but not quite.
that
They
is-
fail.
Okay. So that goblin cannot move.
Yep.
And
So it's not restrained, so I don't get advantage on it, though?
you don't get advantage, it just can't move or react.
Which means no opportunity attacks.
Can I take cover with the rest of my movement? Because I only moved 5. Is taking cover a bonus action?
Well, so taking cover is not quite a thing. So hiding is an action and is when you try to make people not realize you're there. Cover is just if there are objects between you or not.
So if I move to there, will I get cover against these goblins?
You would get some level of cover against some of them.
You don't want me to move through the wagon.
I would guess I'd prefer if you didn't. Basically, so the way cover is measured is, I need this shown to everybody, snapped corner, is what you do is you draw from corner to corner with each corner of a token, and if there are things in between 2 of the corners, you have half cover. Things in between 3, you have 3/4, and things in between 4, you have full cover, which means you are unable to be seen.
I have that one. There's something between there.
Yep. So you have at least half cover.
Between there, I have half cover.
Yep. And the others you probably have more cover against.
Yes.
That is how it works for all of
the
things.
That one I have half cover.
Yep.
These I all have full cover. These 3 I have half cover. All right.
And the goblin misses its opportunity attack against you.
All right.
I just want to say while I'm not here,
it was rolling with disadvantage. Yes.
Keep
yes.
Casting Vicious Mockery, and it's a D4, by the way, for damage.
Okay. Thank you.
I love that mocking them deals damage.
Yep.
Now that my turn is over, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
A staple of bards, but this druid has one too, I guess.
It is a weird spell for a druid to have.
Sorry, I was just plotting and planning. Purple is going to attack Walnut. A 14 does hit Walnut.
He had 4 hit points left, I think.
Check. Yeah, because he had 8 and he took 4 last time, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, looking at Cure Wounds, he got 7, so I guess he has 3.
He has 3. Got it. Well, he takes 5. As the arrow hits, he is down again. That's purple. Yellow goes 1. Yellow makes an attack against the bard. Does a 10 hit the bard?
Nope.
Cool. 2. Let me. Does the curse? Curse just gives you bonuses to hit. It doesn't affect their to hit. Got it.
I think it just gives him bonuses to damage. not even to hit.
Yeah. Well, I was saying bonuses for when they're hitting and stuff.
Yeah.
Does a 13 hit?
My armor classes.
Got it. That is 6 damage to Saren. Red is going to attack. Does a 12 hit
It
the
does
rabbit?
not.
Yeah. Green is frightened by the bard. Can't move closer to the bard. Green
But can
can.
certainly move closer to me.
2, 3.
Hey, could you stop moving people? Dang it.
No. Does a 14 hit the lizard?
Does not.
Cool.
Because the lizard has a nice armor class.
That is all the goblins, which means it is rabbit.
Okay, we're gonna get the guy who just got hurt some hit points. Hopefully, 15 plus. What do I add? 5. So 30, 20.
To hit red? Okay,
To hit
just
red.
making sure that hits.
With my quarterstaff dealing 7 damage.
Got it.
Is he still up?
He is up. He looks real fucked up.
All right. Well, because I used a monk weapon, I can make a unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Yep.
That is a 24 to hit.
That will hit. He is dead.
Yeah. D4 plus 3.
He had 1.
Cool. You can deal with that guy. And Saren, you gain however many hit points you gain from red dying.
Orange is the one he has cursed.
Orange is the one.
Oh, orange. I thought he said he cursed red.
I believe the lizard man did a blood curse on someone.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
There's
I blood
cursed on
cursed red
yes.
so that he couldn't move.
Shit.
Well,
Yeah,
it's fine. He could only not move until the end of my next turn, so he couldn't have done an opportunity attack if you tried to escape, though, because no reactions.
Yeah. No, I don't do the whole escape thing. I just do a death thing. I just do the murdering.
Fair.
Is that your full turn?
I am go the extra one. I won't. I already used my bonus action, so I can't do my jumpy thing.
I was just making sure you're done moving.
Yeah.
Cool. That is the warlock. No, yes, that is the warlock.
Maybe? Are you
It's not
saying
muted.
it's my turn now?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to cast.
Is he downed again?
Druid is. What are you casting?
Eldritch Blast.
All right. It is at disadvantage because you are in melee and it is a ranged spell.
It's
But
a
rolling a
24 to hit.
23 and a 24 will definitely still hit. So roll damage.
I have a +7 to hit. It's a 5 damage.
5 damage. Got it. 5 plus 2, right?
Yeah, +2 to hit on damage.
Cool.
+2 on damage.
So that hits him.
7 damage.
7 damage to orange. You have movement and a bonus action.
Yes. What is? Okay, 16. Okay. Well, my bonus action I already used, and then movement I'm going to move. Oh, is
You
he not
will
dead?
take. Yeah, no, he's not dead, and you would take an attack of opportunity if you choose to move. You can.
If I
like,
move outside of his range.
Yeah, if you move outside of his range, you can move within his range. So that works. Yep.
I was really hoping that killed him because I'm on 3 HP.
Oh.
Yep. Well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
The
That is
druid
the end
is
of my turn.
unconscious again, and does not need to cast Vicious Mockery. Rion, that is you.
Oh boy, here I go. Wishing I would.
Killing again.
Ah, shiza. Wait, no, there was no opportunity for Walnut to have used Bardic Inspiration to save his ass, was there? Yeah, 'cause
Correct.
he wasn't saving anything. All right. I will. Let's see.
Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
I don't think that
Glasses the
cone's angle
forest.
is right.
It's just 48.
Just glasses the forest.
As weird as that may sound, this may sound really weird. Make sure your cone's angle is 55.3, which is the canonical angle of cones in D&D.
55.3.
Yep.
Yep.
It's really weird, but that's the canonical angle of cones in D&D.
Interesting. Anyways, that was just me trying to measure something and leaving it on cone for some reason. I'm probably. What the fuck am I going to do? Am I gonna raise him again? He'll fall again. But I guess that's something that has to be done. Silvery bars.
Oh, sorry, it's 53. My apology. Where I got the
Guess I should have used my
55.3.
silvery bars to stop him. And again, that's maybe not gonna. What do we have here? Thunderclap. 6 60 Constitution. All right. I guess I'm gonna try the crossbow again. Before I fuck that up, I'm gonna give Chungus Bardic Inspiration.
Heck yeah.
So you've got a D6 to work with. Should it come
Oh,
relevant?
shoot. Get one of them out.
And let's tag yellow. I hope.
All right, roll to
That
hit.
ought to do the trick.
What was
19.
it?
And that's 19.
19 will hit. What is your minimum damage?
My minimum damage is 4.
The yellow is dead.
Sweet. And I guess I'm going to take advantage and move around this side of the horse and kind of. I'm actually going to go prone.
Okay. Cool. Thomas.
Yes. All right. So, with my short sword, I am going to, for the third time, attempt to stab this green goblin.
Roll to hit.
Rolling to hit. 15. Does a 15 hit, Joe?
15 hits. It's dead.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Green goblin is dead. Question. Can I shoot a light crossbow as a bonus action? I don't think I can I?
I don't believe so.
It's called a light crossbow, but it doesn't have light in the description.
I think hand
Well, I
crossbows
also
have the light
believe two-weapon fighting is
Yes, it's also
specifically for
two-weapon.
melee.
It's a two-hand weapon as well, so.
Yeah, no, it has to be melee.
Has to
Okay.
be in
And
melee.
specifically, crossbows will have the loading tag, which means you cannot use it as part of a multi-attack action.
Well, you can use it as part of a multi-attack. It can just only be one of the attacks.
So with that, can I switch to my crossbow as my bonus action?
I
As
don't
my
really.
crossbow
Yeah,
was
I
on
don't
my back.
really care too much about item interactions for action economy unless it gets ridiculous to where you're like, I throw a javelin, and then I smack him with a warhammer, and then I shield bash, and then I whip out my bow. Like, as long as you're not being ridiculous, I'm not going to care. So
Okay,
it does
I
not
am
take action.
sheathing my short swords at my waist and grabbing the crossbow off my back with a bolt loaded in it, and that is my turn.
Come here, little fucker.
He doesn't
That
know
was
how to
in-
feel
that
about
was-
that.
That was in character directed to the goblin after I
I-
just murdered 2 of his friends.
No, I know. He's gonna make. See, here's what's weird. I want him to make a wisdom saving throw here to determine if he's going
I'll make an
to.
intimidation check.
But here's the problem: is I don't know if succeeding means he overcomes the fear and runs to you, or succeeding means he realizes he shouldn't.
Yeah, you realize it's a bad idea.
So basically, I'd say that he does the better thing for him. He overcomes his fight or flight instinct, and so doesn't charge at the man who will absolutely bust his butt.
Yeah. I mean, irregardless,
you
my
want to know
plan
what my
for him was
intimidation
probably
check
going
is?
to be. I don't need to know. He's not engaging you.
It's a -1. I rolled a nat 1 and have a -2 to intimidation.
That's amazing.
He takes off into the woods and
Did I stutter?
he uses one of his actions
Come here,
to-
motherfucker.
run and his bonus action to hide, or vice versa. And I'll roll the stealth check so everything's by the book.
Yeah.
I have no ranged attacks and cannot keep
But
up
yeah.
with him if he's dashing.
He gets
You can jump after him.
he
I can
gets
only do that
a
one more time, and it only
22
gives me an
stealth
extra 5
check
feet.
and is able to get away.
A 22 on stealth?
Yes.
All right, we're never finding him until he attacks again.
But
I will.
Orange will attempt to.
I can. I have a +5. To
Orange
attack.
rolls a 2 on the dice and does not successfully strike the warlock.
You're next, motherfucker.
Funny man.
I'm coming
Go
for
get
you.
him.
1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get right up next to him. I'm gonna eat your toes. I mean, that's my turn because I can't attack because I had to dash.
Oh, you didn't jump as a bonus action?
So is he actually?
My jump is only 10 feet.
Okay.
He just
he's actually-
sprinted
Yes,
up to the goblin.
I am Harrigan. Yeah.
Yeah. It does. That character choice is both easier and harder for me than the race you were gonna play.
Yeah. It is.
And for that, I both thank you and hate you.
What was he gonna play?
Bugbear.
He was gonna play a bugbear, which would make certain goblin interactions awkward and strange.
Interesting.
But bugbears are also just like pretty strong combat units anyway. So like he made himself a more annoying combat unit, but also less annoying for the general campaign, and still quite effective. Anyway, that is Saren.
Can I shove him that far?
What?
Post athletics. Let's see it. I want to see it.
Yeah, let me read. Shove is
An action.
either
Technically
knock
the-
it prone,
the attack
push it
action.
away from you.
You can push it 5 feet.
It
matter
goes
how
5
strong
feet,
you are, you
yeah.
always push it
Damn.
5 feet.
Or you could knock it prone.
But you can push him out of melee range of you and then run. Like you can push him 5 feet and then you're not within his melee
could.
range anymore, and you can take your full movement away. And he's left
Or I
next to me,
can-
who just scared a guy off.
Or I can try to kill him.
Yeah, that works too.
I mean, you say scared a guy off. Now there's just a goblin hiding in the woods aiming his bow at our little
No.
man crawling on the ground.
People who run away don't tend to try and stop themselves and fire back. He dashed away. Like it wasn't like he walked away, he dashed away.
Joe said he walked away and then hid.
I
Yeah,
said
he used the dash action and
Oh,
hide and hid.
Okay. That's fair.
Dirty 20.
Was that with disadvantage, or was that just one roll?
That was just one roll. No, that was a longsword attack, not my Eldritch Blast.
Interesting.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, got it. And that actually crits because of your curse on him.
All right.
So
My max damage is 9.
yeah, that's enough.
with
I just wanted to
2?
see how high you roll, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, because you'll be rolling what 2?
2d10 plus 4 minus 2.
No, it'll only be -1 because the modifiers only get added once.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So your
9
minimum damage
9
is
minus 1.
9 or 7.
Hey, you did
So-
9 minus
1d10
1.
minus 1.
So yeah. So we'll say it's 2 plus 6 plus
No, sorry, he rolled
2.
a 2 minus 1 and a 7 minus 1.
Yeah. I gave him the benefit of the 2
Oh, gotcha.
and then subtracted the 1 from the 7. So
Gotcha.
8 plus
2 is
it just
10.
says 2 damage rolls. It doesn't say to each damage roll. So
Back.
yeah. 8, 10, yeah, 10 damage. But yeah, go ahead and get your 6 HP back as you decapitate Orange.
Young one, I like the flare in your eyes. I think we will get along nicely.
And on that note, we're done. No, we got 15 minutes. I thought we were closer on time. So yeah,
the
you
weird,
guys
creepy
can
old man saying he
regroup.
likes the look in the warlock's eyes.
And
And-
I will go ahead and use this opportunity to heal again. Walnut, unless we got a cleric or someone who's better suited to it, I'll go ahead and spend my next spell slot using Cure Wounds. Oh, and I was waiting until somebody may have had an opportunity to, need to think or something. In the Discord, I provided a link to an extension for Chrome that makes it so that when you roll in D&D Beyond while having Roll20 open, it will actually send the stuff over to Roll20. So we'll get the whole log and everything will pop up on the Roll20 screen, which is a little bit neater than the D&D screen or the D&D Beyond screen. So I highly recommend
Awesome. I have installed it.
it.
Tell me if this works.
Yep.
Cool.
Yarnold, you have 9 hit points. And stand up if you're there.
Yeah, I've already said.
Well, you're
I'm
marked
going to
for
punch the
100.
big chungus.
You
Unarmed
don't
strike.
want to do that.
I think I do.
Do it. Roll an attack with an unarmed strike.
Roll a
Do
hit.
it.
Oh, hold on.
Black, I would actually not.
Whoa!
Punch our
You
city.
can only
What?
you can only roll 1 before I get to attack, motherfucker.
And
Hold
you
on,
have
hold
not
on.
hit him ever.
You have not hit me a single time yet.
There's a
He got
crit
a nat 20, but he has 0. He does 0 damage.
He is a +1 to hit.
He's a +1 to hit and does 0 damage.
Michael, I'm going to ask for an insight check because I want to know what's going on.
I got good wisdom. 18 plus insight is I'm proficient. 23.
Yeah, why are you doing that, bud?
Just because my bludgeoning damage on an unarmed strike is 0.
So you're just gonna hit
Michael,
a stranger because
Can I just
that
like
he's-
trip him?
You feel that he is being playful.
Okay.
Respond to
just-
that as you will.
I got a 13 on insight. What do I think's happening?
You're-
Passive insight.
You know what? You've had a rough fight. You're pretty tired. You don't really have a whole lot of time to concentrate on what's
Can
going
I
on
just
over there.
trip
That's
him
fair.
and like sweep his legs? What kind of roll is that to just like sweep the leg?
Big Chungus rolls for sweep the leg.
Opposed athletics?
Opposed athletics? Cool. Ooh, 13? Nice.
Yeah, you successfully knock him prone.
Cool. And as he's like on the ground, I'm not a very tall guy. I'm only 5'2". I just look down at him and I,
Roll for curb stomp.
young one, I appreciate your spark, but keep it for the gobbies. How it don't.
I don't think I'm gonna be punching any of the goblins.
Your sword play. I can appreciate a good sword usage, but maybe
Hey, yo.
rabbits aren't your target from now on.
Yeah.
Out of
over
character,
there,
I
like,
only did that
What
because
the
it's
fuck
0
is going
damage.
on? Like, I don't know either of y'all, but I feel like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
feels strangely domestic.
Does my character know what's going on?
Yeah,
I
you've
don't
had
think
enough time.
anyone knows what's going on.
Nobody knows truly what's going on,
Were
but
you
everybody.
even
Okay,
awake
cool.
when the
I
rabbit
cast
first showed
vicious
up?
mockery once again.
Who?
Come on.
No. Let's join up here, guys.
I've
Realizing
done player versus player. I will kick your ass. I did last time, and I'll do again.
realizing what is happening and not intending to get in a fight while I still have a wagon to deliver, I mount up and start traveling down the road past these fools.
I'll be like,
Are the horses still here?
don't leave me with these idiots. We have horses. Like, I said
Yeah,
we have
can-
horses, but like, basically,
Can I
we
use the
haven't done
horses
anything to
instead of the
investigate. We
oxen?
haven't looted or anything.
Okay, how do you
Just
guys
seeing me
move
digging.
square by square?
What?
Huh? I think they just
Suddenly
drag
I'm here.
everyone over.
I
Drag
teleported
it one.
behind you, and
Yeah, they're just dragging one at a time.
Oh, so it does snap to squares. That's helpful.
Oh, you can also use the arrow keys if you selected your guy.
Oh, can you?
I've
Yeah,
disappeared.
that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now.
That must be new.
I did not know that until just now.
So I'm gonna try and take stock of the earlier ambush site, see if there's anything valuable or anything that somebody would want returned to them, potentially, or if that becomes too much work, something I'll just take with me.
Uh,
Are these horses? Do I get the sense that these two horses that they're on right now are theirs, or that they have the cart and the horses were here when they showed up?
They're just moving their pieces
you've been
around.
following them at a distance. You know that they did not have horses with them.
Joe.
Spades, you find that the horses' saddlebags have been looted and an empty leather map case lies nearby.
Joe.
Okay.
I would.
Yeah.
I'll go and
I have
search
a-
the
I have a
yeah.
passive perception of 15. What do I know about the area?
You with give me a medicine check with that passive perception.
Okay. Medicine. Ooh, that's a good stat. Oh, lovely.
On a 10, you don't notice anything too out of the ordinary. You do notice that it looks to you like at least two of the goblins don't have any blood on them. You can't really tell if they're like alive or not, but you've been in enough fights, like even with bludgeoning attacks and stuff, typically there's some blood drawn, and it just looks like two of the goblins. might not have.
Also, I know quite a bit about blood, so
Yeah.
So
I
was
want to
gonna say I was
cast,
gonna search the goblins for anything useful on them.
Yeah, the goblins as
We have our own goblin in the party. The loot
It's-
goblin.
it's me. I'm
You're
also
gonna say
green.
dice goblin, which is me.
you the goblins don't have anything super interesting on them or of note. However, as you're searching them, you do realize that the two goblins that the rabbit struck aren't quite dead. One seems to be in much worse condition than the other, and you're not sure they'll wake up, but the other appears to be just knocked unconscious.
Are these the
Hey.
ones that I looked at?
Yes.
Okay, so the two the rabbit struck are the ones that shouldn't be as damaged as they are.
No. they could maybe be more damaged than they are. They should maybe be more damaged than they are.
Oh, okay.
That
They
was
just
my way of
fell
saying you
without
didn't
dying.
completely fail this medicine
They're just
check.
unconscious.
Yeah, those two are unconscious. One of them, it probably has like a brain bleed. Like it's not looking good. The other's just out cold.
I'll speak up and I'm like, these two could be saved. I don't know if there's any reason we would.
They're not dead? Thwap! This one's not dead either? Thwap!
Trust me,
Can I-
boys.
We might
I'm a
be able to
doctor of
find-
mathematics.
I would like raise my hand to try and stop you and be like, we could get information out of this one, such as where their camp is potentially, if they've taken slaves or property, or if we simply want to extinguish the vermin, that could be useful.
Do
Well,
they
we'll keep
seem,
one, and I thwap one anyway.
no, do they seem capable of talking?
I'm sure
Other
they
than
can
the
speak
fact that
Common.
though, well, I'm gonna say he probably just finished off the one that's more fucked up.
Yeah.
So the one that's
The
just
one by
knocked out
me.
cold looks like he could probably speak if he weren't unconscious.
All right, can
I will
I
tie him up.
roll medicine to stabilize him if he's not already stable? Is he already stable?
He is stable.
Okay. Tie him up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Take
y'all
him
can.
to town with him. Maybe the local authorities will have something in mind. Perhaps
How do I add bound goblin to my inventory?
You do not.
I would like to ritual cast Speak with Animals, and I would like to ask the horses where they are from.
Cool.
Damn it.
Sounds good to me.
A very
Nay,
reasonable
nay,
thing to
nay,
do.
nay, nay.
No. Speak with animals.
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages while he's doing this.
Animals speaking do not count as a language for comprehend languages,
Oh.
unfortunately. It's not a
yeah,
language.
you are able to communicate with the horses. So you asked where they're from. It was us, and it was the man and the shorter man, and we came from the bigger town, and we were coming here.
Do you pass?
Horses
any of this
are
along?
stupid.
Do you pass any of this along to us?
Okay, so they came from a bigger town, and they had a big man and a short man.
I say we kill him.
I would. The horses?
Are the
They're
horses,
not being helpful.
I asked the horses, are you fine with us taking you along and riding on you and being our noble steeds?
I mean, food, water, cool, I guess. We don't know when man and little man back, so I guess now okay.
If you're passing
Good.
that along, I'd ask you to pass to the horses. I'd like to ask, did you see where the big man, what happened to the big man and the little man, or what direction they were taken, or did these creatures, and I'll hold up the tied up goblin, did they take him?
Yeah, so I basically just relayed that information, but I point to the goblins when he
Yeah.
asks.
Yeah, green little men take big man and small man head that way, and the horses nod with their head to the north side of the road. The horses don't know it's north, but
Right.
We do.
yeah, they over in this way.
Do the horses get a sense about whether or not they were alive or dead? I asked Arnold.
Do you know if the men were hurt?
Men not moving.
Oh, that's not good.
Was there any
Pretty
blood on
unconscious,
them?
though.
I asked Arnold.
Was there any liquid coming out of said men?
Why would you phrase it like that?
Oh, no,
The
I
horses
don't have the
don't know what
concept of
blood
blood.
is.
I mean,
I don't know if horses know what blood is.
They
I don't.
understand language. I think
It hasn't come up
bleeding
yet.
and injury is a concept
Yeah.
that is familiar with
Um,
animals?
They looked like no. Sleeping maybe, maybe not.
Got
Probably
KO'd.
unconscious.
Yeah.
We want to try and save these guys.
Yeah, why not?
I'm kind of down to save
Gentlemen,
I think we need
you
to
guys have
offer
this nice cart. Would you mind if I take one of these horses from you?
The cart's mine, not theirs.
They're not. They've been traveling with you.
They
on-
are merely strangers I met along the road. This is my cart.
Okay, that doesn't
As
change
for
my
giving-
statement about
As
y'all
for
are
giving you
traveling
these
in a group
horses,
with cart.
They don't belong to
Can-
us. They're rightful owners.
Well, perfect. I'll just take it then.
No, you will not, sir.
Are you
What,
going to
just
stop
because
me?
the goblins didn't take
Please
it, you're
don't
going
make
to
me,
take it?
sir.
I just need one. I just don't want to walk. I'm old.
Oh, he's old. I was
If
about
you
to have
would
the
like
horse
to
kick him
borrow the
kick him
use
with
of the
his back
horse,
feet.
if you would like to borrow the use of the horse, that's one thing. If you're talking about taking this man's steed as your own and riding off into the sunset, that's another.
Yeah, if I run into him, I'll give her back. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
I'm sure he'd allow you to ride it too, given that we could rescue him. Would you join us in that venture?
I mean, you can fit 2 people on a horse, so I mean,
It's been a while, but since I've even used my staff as a beating implement, but I can sure try. I'll try and help as best I can.
Well, that would be much appreciated. And I feel like perhaps these gentlemen may appreciate the return of their horses and their saved. Maybe they'll have something in it for us.
all I'm saying now is these horses don't know who those men were, so
Yeah, sure.
For all
you could be a
intents and
horse
purposes,
Yeah,
thief,
they're
because
not a
our
horses
horses
don't learn
now.
people's names.
Yeah, we
They
could very
don't
easily
care,
be horse
so-
thieves, or we could, be the right do the right thing. I'm less concerned
A
if
horse
they're
that-
actually properly dead about us just, taking these horses. But if their rightful owners could be rescued, then I think we should do so.
I think
I
it is.
just don't want to walk. I am 98 years old.
To be fair,
I will
these
walk-
horses don't care.
I know they
You
don't
may-
care. I wasn't asking.
Sir, you may ride in the wagon with me as we go to inspect if these men are okay.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Hey, I like your sword work too. I'll hop in there with you. You can right click to measure if you're selecting a token. Excuse me? I just learned that on accident and I'm upset about it. If you have your token, like if you're clicking and dragging your token and you right click, it measures while you're dragging your token.
That's
That's so helpful.
Fuck!
That's 65
Roll
feet.
20 is
That's
making
so
big brain
helpful.
moves.
Like
So-
I accidentally right clicked as I picked up my token.
Wait, so where exactly are you guys going? So I understand.
we are going north to inspect
going-
if
we're
the
going
men are
north,
okay, or
Uh,
if they can be helped.
Ah,
could I get a survival check from everybody to track the
Oops.
goblin?
Survival
fuck
check?
is my
Do-
survival at? Yeah,
I
there it
think
is.
we should at least make
21, baby.
14.
I'm good.
Apparently,
I'm
the
not.
98-year-old man really is really good at this.
I've
I'm more preoccupied with the horse.
back in my day, we didn't have any of this fancy magic stuff. We just had to go through the woods on our own.
You
Speaking of
predate
magic, on
18.
No, we just didn't have any magic in my crew.
on
when I was a
anything
younger
above a
man.
10, you find this trail
Oh,
off
that's
into the woods.
sick.
Thank you. Very proud of what I've done here.
You talked to me about doing something like that, and this map was not one of the maps I thought it was going to be on. That's sick.
Yeah. There's just 2 map layers. I just moved. It's the same map. I just created it
Does the cart
twice.
fit through
Is that wide enough for the cart to go on?
It is not wide enough for the cart to go on.
That's
We could hide the
unfortunate.
cart in some bushes.
We could, but this job is rather important to me, and I would prefer to deliver the cart before tracking down these men.
How
All right.
far
Why don't
are we
you-
from
why don't-
town?
1 second. I'm
We're
just gonna
only
come
like
back
5 miles,
really fast.
Joe said.
It's past
Yeah,
5. I need
it's
to
like
go.
another 2 hours.
Well, I'll hang out here, and I'll try and find these dudes. If you just want to deliver that cart, you guys go right ahead. I'll start looking.
Well,
I want to go find
I
these
don't know if you
guys.
want to do that by yourself. The men were in danger when they were taken.
I am I am fine to
I'll be
deliver.
fine.
I'm fine to deliver the cart on myself and come back and meet you.
I've held my own crossing all of Faerun these last months. I'm
As I
sure
am-
I'll be able to make it.
As I understand it, the rest of these people don't have urgent business in the city. They may be able to help you, old man.
So what I'm thinking I'll do then is, do you want to take this captive into the city for potentially questioning?
Yes, I
or
will
anything?
take the goblin with me.
Okay.
Joe, if
Alright,
you
so-
want to throw the goblin in the back of the cart.
I
tie him
will
up this
next
way.
week.
And
So,
send you on your way then.
To be clear, 4 people are heading up the trail. 1 is heading to
Hey,
town.
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
If it's 5 miles from town and he's delivering that cart, if we take a short rest here,
I should be back in.
would he be back by the
like
time? Like
2
he won't get
hours.
the benefits of a short rest, but if we take like a short rest here, would he be able to meet us before we go down this trail?
I'm very pro this idea.
I'm probably
This
fine
is
with
Michael
that.
asking, not
Yeah.
Well-
No, I'm probably fine with that. It basically, you guys will definitely get the benefit of a long rest. Whether or not he's back in time will be
A long
determined.
rest.
A short rest, if I
Okay.
said the wrong thing.
You're
Whether
good.
or not he's back in time will be determined by what business he conducts in town.
Yeah. Well,
So wait, if this is how we want to go through with things, the easiest way to do this will be I'll probably do a private session with Tommy at some point during the
I'll
week.
conduct business in town and then come back.
Yeah, and if I can get other people could go with him if they're not interested in the short rest.
I mean,
I
I
don't
could
need
use the short rest.
I don't need a short rest, but if it is like, oh, this guy you just met who said he wants to come back and join us, well, we should wait for him, would be Hippoth's reason for not.
Obviously, I
and
proved
sh-
myself in battle somewhat, so they know they could use the help.
A short rest is also like a good time for these people that this old man just met, that so he can talk to them and be like, oh, some stories from back in my day when I was a young adventurer like you all.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, and my sense is like, if we do wind up like with, finding corpses and just finding like the remains of a burglary or whatever, the more people around to be like, yeah, we came by it honestly, the better, I think.
Yeah. And then the other thing would be if I could get a hold of Brandon during the week and get his character set up.
He could be in the city and I meet him
He
there.
can be in town.
Yep.
And that can fully reunite the party. But we'll see.
Also, can we have a description of your character, Michael? Because we did
of
not
me?
get one in
Yes,
the
because
heat
that
of
was
battle.
during session. Yeah. I am 5'2". I'm 98 years old. I have those red. I have like bright race red eyes, with like light gray skin with a brown stripe down my back. Wearing like very flowy, like navy blue robes, with a brass quarterstaff that has been shortened for me to be able to use it properly. I am a Harrigan monk, so I don't have any very much visible skin. It's all just fur.
Just imagine.
But physically, like, he is 5'2". He's not a very tall old man.
Okay.
But he is effective.
Understood. I am a 6'6", 250-pound lizard man.
I heard Hungry Jaws, and don't worry, I know
Yes.
lizard folk.
I carry 2 short swords and a crossbow that you can see, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much all you can see about me.
And then as far as one last note for like, because I always try to be very open about everything I'm doing.
Bro, what are you watching?
For the goblins that joined with Michael, the original plan was 1 goblin for each party member, pretty much. With
we were
me being
doing fine.
if it was going to do a 6v5 if Brandon didn't make it or something like that. But when I rolled their hit points earlier, 2 of the goblins got 3, and so I was just like, well, they're not very helpful. So those
Shitty
were the
little
2
gobbos.
that got eliminated when it was like, oh, there's only 4 of you. And then with Michael joining, I was like, Michael's a monk. We finally have a marshal in this fight. Michael's efficient with it, and they each only have 3. I'm fine with this balance.
Just
being skewed.
RKO them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair,
The
I'm like
other-
half martial.
Yeah,
The technical term is half caster. Thank you very
I
much.
know it is,
but he's not a caster.
but I'm not a caster.
He's a
He's
half.
just
Yeah, because Blood
he's
Hunter's
just
like
a half.
Yeah, but I can't use any spells, so I'm not a half caster.
He's a half ability.
Yeah, he's just half of something.
Lizard.
I still have no clue if his class is useful at all.
Blood Hunter is a bold choice to allow in your game.
My brother has played it before,
As
and
someone,
I've heard from
as
him
someone who
it's reasonable. So
not that it's broken, but as this campaign was meant to be, give us a nice, simple, pre-written campaign so that you can get used to DMing with pre-set out rules, and then adding Blood Hunter, which is just hard to understand, to that.
I don't think it's
is
that
like,
hard. Like I read it several times, and I was just like,
I'm
this-
just like
I've looked at it a lot over the years. Like I said, my brother's
Henomancing Angie Lizard.
yeah, my brother's first character was a blood hunter, and should be fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, close all of these tabs. Go play Arma.
Ooh.
Were they good? I'm probably going to make a charcuterie board for dinner.
Joe, is there a good time to meet over the week for the town, or do you want to wait and figure out from Beamish what time works for him?
I need to wait and hear from Beamarsh, but it'll be between Tuesday and Friday.
That's fine.
Maybe Monday. night.
I can't do Friday night because I have
Okay.
a different D&D session, but
Yep.
the rest of them should be fine as long as it's not during like class times. So
Tommy, you
five.
weren't playing D&D when you went to camp already, were you?
When like this year,
Like the last year that, like the last year before COVID. You were
2020,
playing D then. I
2019.
think 2019. Yeah.
2019. Yes, but just with my family.
Oh, okay. Like, man, I wish I'd known that earlier, just so that we could talk about it at camp, not even like
That's
to
fair.
play it together, just so we could
Michael.
talk about it at camp.
One of us should run a session for Happy J.
Oh?
Yeah,
Hmm?
Happy J invited a first year this year because he plays D&D with his parents.
Yeah, we should play
interesting.
D&D at camp is what it sounds like.
I think that's too much setup and not enough time. I
Yeah,
tried to
fair.
play Risk at camp this year. And
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting.
yeah.
Just like put it on pause for 2 days till you both have a night out again.
No,
it was
I-
with his room.
Yeah, I did it
Oh,
during
with your
CDAs.
room?
The issue was Daniel
Oh.
Schreiber joined the room for the second week, and then it was like, well, I don't want to play Risk and have him just sit here and awkwardly watch. So then I was like, we'll play during rest periods. But then there was always somebody either on POTS or on Dish Crew, and they'd be like, no, we could just play when I get back. And I'm like, I'm not staying awake for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
But-
Fair enough. I'm so excited for tomorrow. I've been talking with Miller, who
Yeah.
writes fantasy novels,
Oh, interesting.
because I've had 3 weeks.
Wait, so I've been a little confused about this. Is Football Miller different from Black Miller? Is it the same
Nope.
person? Are there
It's
two
the same
Millers?
Miller.
Okay. I thought so, but
This
then
is-
there was something that came up where it was something you said where I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Are
he's-
there two Millers?